I get it, you're standing in the kitchen, staring at a shiny new espresso machine on the counter, and the thought of spending a few $100s on something that might just sit idle is nagging at you. You've probably heard the Jura name tossed around in coffee shop talk, and you're wondering if the E6 in piano black is the sweet spot between a push-button pod machine and a full-blown barista setup. Before you hit that add to cart button, let's walk through what it actually feels like to own one, the moments it shines, and the places it falls short. Link is in the description if you want to check the product details on Amazon. First off, the biggest draw for most people is the promise of versatility. Jura markets the E6 as a machine that can churn out everything from a straight ristretto to a frothy cappuccino without you needing to juggle a separate grinder or milk frother. In practice, that means you can start your morning with a quick black coffee, then, a few minutes later, pull a latte for a guest without moving any equipment. The built-in grinder is the heart of that promise. It's a conical burr that grinds on demand, which eliminates the stale grounds issue you get with pre-ground beans. If you're the type who keeps a small bag of beans and wants each cup to taste fresh, you'll notice that the grinder's ability to adjust grind size on the fly gives you a subtle control over extraction that most pod machines lack. Now, let's talk about operation. The interface is a sleek, touchscreen panel that feels modern but doesn't overwhelm you with endless menus. You select your drink, the machine does the rest, and within a minute you have a drink at the right temperature. The real win here is the consistency. I've used it for a week straight, making everything from an early morning Americano to an evening macchiato, and the temperature and strength have stayed reliably the same. That consistency is a big part of why people stick with Jura, especially when you're serving a mix of coffee lovers and occasional drinkers at home. Customization is where the E6 starts to show its character. You can tweak the strength, volume, and milk texture for each drink, and those settings are saved to the machine's memory. For someone who likes a strong, short espresso in the morning but prefers a milder, larger coffee after lunch, the machine remembers those preferences without you having to adjust a dial each time. However, the learning curve isn't zero. The first few days feel a bit like programming a remote control TV. You're scrolling through menus to find the right balance. If you're impatient or just want a one-button brew with no fiddling, that could be a sticking point. The grinder, while a strong selling point, comes with a hidden trade-off: cleaning. Jura's automatic cleaning cycles keep the brew group tidy, but the burr grinder itself needs a manual brush out every few weeks to prevent oil buildup. I noticed a slight change in flavor after a month when I skipped that step. If you're the type who forgets routine maintenance, the coffee can start tasting a bit flat, and you'll wonder whether the machine is underperforming. The good news is that the cleaning alerts are pretty clear, and the process isn't too involved, just a quick brush and a rinse. From a technology standpoint, the E6 integrates smart water filtration and a pulse extraction process that aims to preserve aromatics. In day-to-day use, the filtration means you don't have to worry about mineral deposits ruining the taste or the machine's longevity, which is a relief if you have hard water. The pulse extraction is less of a buzzword and more of a subtle difference. The coffee comes out a shade richer, especially noticeable in single-origin beans that have nuanced flavors. If you're a casual drinker who sticks to medium roasts, you might not notice the nuance, but for the more discerning palate, it adds a layer of enjoyment. Who should buy the Jura E6? If you're a household where coffee is a daily ritual, you have a taste for espresso-based drinks, and you're willing to spend a little time learning the machine's menu, the E6 delivers a blend of convenience and quality that's hard to match. It's also a good fit for small gatherings, think brunches or weekend coffee catch-ups, because the built-in milk system can handle multiple drinks in a row without extra gear. On the other side, if you're looking for a completely hands-off experience, or you only need a basic drip coffee once a day, the E6 might feel over-engineered. Its price point and the need for regular cleaning could be more hassle than benefit for a minimalist coffee drinker. Practical strengths: the on-demand grinder gives you fresh coffee every time, the one-touch drink selection saves you from juggling multiple appliances, and the consistent temperature and strength make it reliable for hosting. The machine also looks premium on any countertop. The piano black finish is understated yet stylish, which is a nice bonus if kitchen aesthetics matter to you. Practical weaknesses: the learning curve.